The Immortal John Hancock here with a special video sharing my results. I got invited to beta test the update for the Atari 2600 Plus. This is not public yet. It will be public eventually. And on Atari Age, Play On reached out to me and I got to test over 50 different 7800 homebrews. That's right. And so this will be an update. I don't know exactly when, but I want to share my results with you, as I know many of you are interested in what the Atari 2600 Plus can do. And over here, it shows what they're focusing on. This is not finalized. The focus of this video was Atari 7800 homebrews, but I have a few other things I'm going to be testing and sharing. And sit back, relax. Here we go. Over the many years of collecting, I've amassed over 50 homebrews and hacks for the Atari 7800. I'm going to be testing everything that I have in my personal collection, as here are some of the games that I'm going to be testing, as well as some recent ones. And so I'm going to be sharing these results, and in the description below, I will list what's working and what is not. First up is Alpha Race. This is a homebrew take on a Mega Race arcade game. And again, this beta test that I'm doing is not public, and in the description I will put the forum link to where it's being discussed on Atari Age. Here is Armor Attack 2, and this is done by Robert De Crescenzo, also known as Pac Man Plus on Atari Age. He's done several games that I'm going to be sharing here, and many of his work. Here's another one done by Pac Man Plus, and this is still available in the Atari Age store, and it takes Asteroids and kind of offers it in a vector arcade style. Love the voice in Astro Blaster, and one of the many obscure arcade ports that Pac Man Plus did do, and it's playing flawlessly here. Super stoked. Another obscure arcade port, Astro Fighter. 7800 did these games well. One of my favorite homebrews, Baby Pac Man for the 7800, working great. So excited to see this, as you know what, I know this is a favorite for many other people as well, and it's just true programming magic. Thanks, Bob. Here's Beef Drop, done by the late Ken Siders, rest in peace. He also did a few other Atari 7800 homebrews, as well as Bonk. I'm a big Qbert fan, so Ken Siders offering Bonk, and it looks and plays great. So much better looking than the Atari 2600 version, which I enjoy as well. Here's Crazy Otto, done by Pac Man Plus, and this is a representation of what eventually turned into Ms. Pac Man. There's a whole story of it online. Really enjoy this one. This game, Dungeon Stalker, is still available in the Atari Age store, and it is Atari Vox compatible, which I didn't test. I tried to just focus on making sure the games fire up, and this works great. A critically underappreciated game for the 7800 homebrew scene is Failsafe, which is also offered in the Atari VCS. Really enjoy this one as a follow-up to Countermeasure, the Atari 5200 game, and here it is. Great action game. Then you had small releases such as this, Fat Axel, which is kind of a fast food remake for the Atari 7800. Another game offered in the Atari Age store still is Frenzy, and what's cool about this is it also offers Berserk, and has so many of the cool features that made the arcade classics awesome, including voice. Yet another classic that Robert De Crescenzo did is Casey Munchkin for the Atari 7800, and it plays and looks great. And I can't believe this was done almost 10 years ago. A long time ago in the galaxy far, far away, there were many hacks offered for the Atari 7800, and this is Kessel Attack, which is a hack of Asteroids. Another small release, Lava Lamps and 8-track theater, based on a radio show. I purchased this off eBay, and it's a simple kind of like brawler fighting game. Anyways, just wanted to show the gameplay here, as many people probably didn't even know this came out. If you like Astro Smash on the Intellivision, you may want to check out Meteor Shower for the Atari 7800. It's well done and plays great, and another classic done by Pac Man Plus. Another favorite for many in the homebrew community is Mooncresta, done by Pac Man Plus. As you can see, he did many of the homebrews that I'm sharing with you, and all these are working on the 2600 Plus, capturing footage on the console. Probably the most famous homebrew that Pac Man Plus did was the Pac Man Collection, and this is a fantastic offering. This is the earlier version. Was a newer one done for the 40th anniversary. This one is working. There was a pair of shooters done in the late 80s, early 90s that didn't officially get released, and then way later these were offered to the homebrew community, and this is Plutos. This is kind of a cool shooter, one of two, and enjoy this one. Yet another obscure arcade port done by Pac Man Plus. This did get a Vectrex release, but yeah, ripoff, here it is, and I think it mimics the vector graphics pretty well. Santa Simon was released back in 2006 for a limited holiday sale. This is a collectible and one that's no longer available, but pretty neat to see. Scramble is another popular homebrew aftermarket game for the 7800. Really showed the capabilities of what the 7800 could do if you have an experienced programmer. So well done. I really enjoy this one. This is one I keep coming back to. Here's an original Maze game, Serpentine, and this is still available in the Atari Age store. And this is one I actually forgot was in my collection, so it was nice to load this cart and play a homebrew that I haven't played in a while. Along with Pluto's Sirius were prototypes, and these were made in the late 80s, early 90s, and nice to see that this is working on the 2600 Plus with this beta 1.1. One of two Asteroids hacks that Pac Man Plus did. This is Space Duel. This is fantastic. The other one being Asteroids Deluxe. Both are still available in the Atari Age store. Another early release from Pac Man Plus is Space Invaders, and it looks fantastic. It looks like the arcade release. So well done with lots of different options in it, and it's a must play and working great on the 2600 Plus. Another well done Pac Man game that kind of gets overlooked, and this is Super Pac Man, done by Pac Man Plus. Just another one of his classics that makes him legendary. A homebrew game that goes back to 2004 is Tubes and plays a little bit like Tetris, but offers a unique gaming experience. I didn't hear any sound. I don't know if the original release didn't have any sound, but thought I'd show it here as many people don't know it exists. Another great aftermarket release is Venture for the Atari 7800, still offered on Video 61 sales website, and this is a great aftermarket game. Really enjoy what they did here, taking the original Venture arcade game and porting it to the 7800. Well done. Another homebrew I bought years ago from Mark Ball, and this is Wasp, and this is available with his other homebrew game on the Atari Age store. It plays a lot like Robotron. Really enjoy the sprites here, and it's flicker free, a major advantage of the Atari 7800. Another cool homebrew is Wizard's Dungeon, and I recently picked this one up, I think last year, and really like this one. Offering some dungeon crawling goodness. It's got a map, and there's lots of secrets in this game. Definitely check it out. Still available in the Atari Age store. Here's the other homebrew game offered from Mark Ball in the Atari Age store, and this is Worm. Plays a lot like Snake, and well done with what you would expect from Atari 7800 graphics. And here's a picture of what didn't work. Many notable releases: Crystal Quest, Time Salvo, Ricky and Vicky, Klax and Sentinel, the Pac Man 40th Anniversary Edition. I know many of the multi-carts aren't going to work, but I wanted to show them the Donkey Kong, the XM, and the Pokey releases. Now this is beta. They could be eventually fixed, but as of right now, I couldn't get these carts to work. While the focus of my beta contribution was Atari 7800 homebrews, I have some good news for you. Circus Convoy does work. I had to test it, and works and plays great on the 2600 Plus, and a lot of people were excited about that. Next, CBS had some extra RAM games, had to test Tunnel Runner, and I'm happy to announce that Tunnel Runner now works. So it's nice that they are working on making this more compatible. Mega Race Now, Mega Race does fire up, unfortunately does not work with the grip controller, so while it does boot up, it's not playable. Wah wah. So, in the description, I will share what's working and what's not currently. That could change. This is a beta release. This is not public yet. I wanted to share my results with you. What do you think? I'm excited about seeing what else is going to be compatible moving forward. And the focus of this video was Atari 7800 Homebrew. And really excited to see a majority of the 7800 games working. I'm looking forward to seeing them get working with the other ones, as there's a few that I really want to play on the Atari 7800. I'm even working on my own homebrew for the 7800, and fingers crossed that that will be released later this year. I want to thank everybody for coming into my channel. If you like what you see, consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.